Before you continue with the ordinary rhythm of your day, be still for a moment and listen. Do not dismiss these words as another passing message, because I have drawn your attention here with purpose. I know how many voices compete for your heart. I know how many worries have tried to convince you that nothing will ever change. Yet, I have not allowed you to arrive here by accident. I am speaking because I love you, and I refuse to leave you without hope when your spirit has been searching for my voice. You have carried questions that no one else has heard. You have smiled when people expected you to smile even while your heart felt heavy. You have answered, "I am fine." When you were quietly asking me if I still remembered you, I heard every silent prayer. I counted every tear that never reached another person's eyes. I have never turned away from your pain, and I have never been absent from your life even during the moments when you believed heaven had become silent. There were nights when you wondered if your prayers reached me. There were mornings when getting out of bed required more courage than anyone realized. Yet every step you took was seen by me. Every time you chose kindness instead of bitterness, I saw it. Every time you resisted giving up even though everything inside you wanted to quit, I stood beside you. You have never walked 1 mile alone. Do not measure my presence by your circumstances. If you judge my faithfulness only by what your eyes can see, you will miss the quiet miracles I have already begun inside you. While you were waiting for one door to open, I was strengthening your character. While you wondered why the answer delayed, I was protecting you from paths that would have stolen your peace. What appeared to be delay was often my mercy standing between you and what could not sustain the future I have prepared for you. There is something I want you to understand today. I have never loved you because of your perfection. My love has never depended on how strong you appeared or how many times you succeeded. I loved you before you believed you deserved it, and I will continue loving you long after your doubts disappear. Nothing about your past has surprised me. I knew every weakness before you discovered it yourself. Yet I still chose to walk with you. That should tell you everything about my heart toward you. Before we go any further, beloved, this ministry exists because chosen ones like you believe in carrying this word to those who need it most. If you have ever felt led to sow into this mission, if heaven has placed it on your heart to partner with what God is doing here, there is a link on the link in the pinned comment below this video. No pressure, no obligation, just an open door for those who feel called. Your seed helps this message reach the next person waiting to hear it. Now stay with me, because what is coming next could change your life forever. My child, stop carrying the burden of trying to earn what I freely desire to give. Peace cannot be purchased by exhausting yourself. Joy does not come from proving your worth to everyone around you. Real rest begins when you trust that I already know your value. I created you with purpose long before anyone formed an opinion about you. The voices that underestimated you never had authority over your destiny. Only my voice carries that authority. And if that word just stirred something deep within you, if your spirit recognizes the truth in what is being said, take a moment and gently press the like button. Not for me, but as your own act of agreement with what heaven is already doing around your life. Do not compare your journey with the journey of others. You cannot see the entire story I am writing in another person's life, and they cannot see the full story I am writing in yours. Comparison has stolen enough of your peace. Release it today. I have never asked you to become someone else. I have asked you to become the person I created you to be. There is freedom in that truth. I also want you to stop allowing fear to decide your next step. Fear always speaks loudly, but wisdom often speaks quietly. Fear tells you to expect another disappointment because it remembers every wound. I tell you to expect my faithfulness because I remember every promise I have spoken over your life. One voice leads you into exhaustion, the other leads you into peace. Choose carefully which one you will follow. Perhaps today you feel that nothing around you has changed. The bills may still be waiting. The relationships may still need healing. The answers may not have arrived yet. But I ask you not to confuse unfinished with forgotten. Just because the work is not complete does not mean I have stopped working. Seeds remain hidden beneath the soil long before anyone celebrates the harvest. The hidden season is not the empty season. It is often the most important one. Guard your heart against bitterness. Do not allow yesterday's disappointments to become tomorrow's expectations. Forgiveness is not pretending the pain never happened. Forgiveness is trusting me with justice so your heart remains free. I know who wounded you. I know what was taken from you. Nothing escaped my attention. Leave those burdens in my hands. They are too heavy for you to carry, but they are not too heavy for me. Today I invite you into a deeper walk with me, not a relationship built only on emergencies, but one built on daily trust. Speak with me when your heart is joyful. Speak with me when your mind is confused. Invite me into your ordinary moments, not only your desperate ones. I want to walk beside you in every conversation, every decision, every quiet afternoon, and every uncertain tomorrow. My presence is not reserved for special occasions. It is available every single day when doubt returns. Remember what I am telling you now. You are not abandoned. You are not overlooked. You are not standing outside of my plans. I am already arranging what you cannot yet see. There are conversations taking place that you know nothing about. There are opportunities moving toward you at this very moment. There are doors I am preparing that no human effort could ever force open. Trust my timing more than your own understanding. I also ask you to protect your thoughts. Not every thought deserves your agreement. When hopelessness whispers that nothing will ever improve, answer it with my truth. When guilt reminds you of yesterday, remember that my mercy meets you today. Fill your heart with what strengthens your faith instead of feeding your fear. The direction of your thoughts often becomes the direction of your life. As you continue listening throughout this message, allow these words to settle deeply within you. Do not rush ahead searching only for answers about tomorrow. Let me first restore your heart today. A healed heart recognizes opportunities that a wounded heart often overlooks. What I am building inside you will last far longer than any temporary success. This is only the beginning of what I want to reveal to you. Stay with me until the end of this journey, because every part will build upon the last, helping you recognize my guidance, strengthen your faith, and apply these truths to your everyday life. I do not want you to simply feel encouraged for a moment. I want you to be transformed by my truth. If these words have spoken to your heart, declare your faith by commenting, "Lord, I trust your timing." Your testimony may encourage someone else who needs hope today. If this message has blessed you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share it with someone who may be praying for an answer just like you. And if my words have brought peace to your heart, and you feel led to help this ministry continue reaching more people with hope, you can support it through the link provided below. I see every act of generosity offered with a willing heart. And before we move deeper into the next revelation, I want to say this once. Every word spoken here reaches someone who needed it exactly today. If this channel has become a place where you hear heaven's voice clearly, and you feel prompted to sow into this mission, the link is right in the pinned comment below this video. Whatever you give becomes seed for someone else's breakthrough tomorrow. Your generosity helps this reach the next chosen one who is still searching for the light. Now remain with me, because what I will reveal next will strengthen you for the road ahead. Be still once more, and let your heart rest before me. Do not hurry through these moments, because I am doing more than giving you comforting words. I am reaching into the places you have hidden even from yourself. I know the thoughts that wake you before the sun rises. I know the weight you carry when no one else is watching. You have become so accustomed to surviving that you have forgotten what it feels like to truly rest. Today, I am calling you back into my peace. You have spent too much time believing that every burden belongs on your shoulders. You have tried to solve every problem before asking me to guide you. You have carried the expectations of others while quietly ignoring the condition of your own soul. That was never my desire for you. I never created you to live under constant pressure. I created you to walk beside me, trusting that I would carry what was too heavy for your hands. There are moments you have replayed again and again in your mind, wondering if one different decision could have changed everything. You have questioned yourself until your confidence became weak. You have blamed yourself for outcomes that were never fully within your control. Listen carefully. Wisdom learns from the past, but regret becomes a prison when you refuse to leave it behind. I am not inviting you to live inside yesterday. I am leading you toward the future. I have already begun preparing. There are doors you still wish had opened. There are relationships you hoped would last forever. There are dreams you believed would already be fulfilled by now. Yet, I ask you to trust me with what you do not understand. If I removed something from your life, it was never to leave you empty. It was to create room for something that would better reflect my purpose for you. What I have prepared will not require you to abandon your peace in order to receive it. Some people walked away without explanation. Others misunderstood your heart. A few even judged you while knowing very little about your story. Do not spend your strength trying to convince everyone that you were right. Your peace is more valuable than winning every argument. I know the truth. I saw every conversation that happened behind closed doors. I know every motive that remained hidden from your eyes. You do not need to become your own defender when I have already taken that place. My child, release the burden of trying to control every outcome. You cannot force healing. You cannot force loyalty. You cannot force people to appreciate what they refuse to value. But you can choose to keep your heart soft before me. A heart that remains tender is a heart that can still receive my direction. Do not allow disappointment to make you hard. Hardness may feel like protection, but it often becomes a wall that keeps my blessings from entering. There are quiet victories already happening within you. You may not notice them because you keep looking for dramatic signs. Yet, every time you choose patience over anger, I am shaping your character. Every time you answer fear with faith, I am strengthening your spirit. Every time you continue praying instead of surrendering to hopelessness, you are becoming the person I have called you to be. Transformation often begins where applause cannot be heard. Do not believe the lie that your waiting has been wasted. The seasons when nothing seemed to happen were filled with my activity. While you thought life had paused, I was arranging people, circumstances, and opportunities that would arrive at the right moment. I do not rush because I am never late. I see what lies beyond the next week, the next month, and even the next year. What seems delayed to you often appears perfectly timed from my view. There is another truth I want you to hold close today. You are not defined by the worst chapter of your story. You are not the failure someone labeled you to be. You are not the mistake you still remember. You are the person I continue to shape with grace, patience, and unwavering love. Stop introducing yourself to your future through the language of your past. Speak about yourself the way I speak about you, with hope. I know there have been days when your prayers felt small. Sometimes all you could whisper was my name. Sometimes you had no words at all. Do not think I ignored those moments because they lacked eloquence. I understand the language of tears. I understand the silence of a weary heart. I have never required perfect words before I listen. I only ask for an honest heart that is willing to come near me. Watch carefully in the coming days. You will begin noticing small changes before you see large ones. A conversation will bring unexpected peace. A decision that once seemed impossible will become clear. A burden you have carried for years will begin to feel lighter. These moments are not coincidences. They are reminders that I have been working even while you doubted. Celebrate the small signs of my faithfulness because they prepare your heart for greater ones. Guard your thoughts against constant fear about tomorrow. Tomorrow has enough opportunities of its own without borrowing anxiety from today. When your mind begins imagining every possible disaster, return your attention to me. I have never failed to remain faithful. I have never abandoned those who trusted me. I will not begin with you. Do not isolate yourself when your heart feels weary. Continue seeking my presence. Continue encouraging others when you are able. Continue choosing kindness even when the world rewards bitterness. Your life becomes a testimony not because everything is easy, but because my peace remains visible, even when circumstances are difficult. You are entering a season where discernment will become more valuable than speed. Do not rush simply because others expect quick decisions. Pause, pray, listen. I will guide your steps one at a time. You do not need the entire map before taking the next faithful step. My light is always sufficient for the place where your feet are standing today. As this message continues, Keep your heart open, because I am not only speaking to comfort you, I am preparing you. There are lessons ahead that will strengthen your faith, deepen your trust, and help you recognize my hand in ways you have never noticed before. Stay with me, because every word is building a stronger foundation beneath your life. If your heart receives this promise today, write "I place my trust in God" in the comments as your declaration of faith. Let those words remind both you and someone else reading them that hope is never lost when it is placed in my hands. Right now, before we go any further, if God has used this word to shift something in your spirit today, and you sense heaven asking you to sow into this ministry, do not ignore that prompting. The link is in the pinned comment below. Whatever you give becomes seed for someone else's deliverance tomorrow. No amount is too small when it is placed in the hands of God. And remain with me, because what I will reveal in the next part will help you recognize the quiet ways I have already been working behind the scenes of your life. Listen carefully, because what I am about to tell you will strengthen your heart for the days ahead. There have been moments when you wondered why I did not answer as quickly as you hoped. You prayed with sincerity. You waited with expectation. You searched for signs that I was moving. Yet all you seemed to find was silence. That silence tempted you to believe I had stepped away. But I tell you today that my silence has never meant my absence. There is a difference between being quiet and being gone, and I have never left your side. While you were looking for immediate answers, I was preparing lasting ones. While you measured time by days and months, I was working with eternity in view. I see what tomorrow holds before tomorrow arrives. I know which roads will strengthen you, and which ones will quietly steal the peace I have placed within you. If I have slowed your journey, it is because I love you too deeply to let you arrive before the season is ready to sustain what I am about to entrust to you. You have asked me more than once, "Why has this taken so long?" I heard that question every time it rose from your heart. I never became offended by your honesty. I know what it feels like to wait without understanding. But I also know the beauty that unfolds when the right moment finally arrives. The fruit that ripens naturally carries a sweetness that cannot be forced. In the same way, the blessings I prepare for you are meant to remain, not disappear as quickly as they came. There are things I protected you from that you will never fully know. There were opportunities that looked wonderful from a distance, but carried hidden sorrow beneath them. There were people who smiled while their intentions were not pure. There were decisions you almost made that would have led you away from the life I was preparing. You called some of those moments disappointment. I called them protection. One day you will look back and thank me for the prayers I answered by saying no. Do not allow temporary confusion to erase years of my faithfulness. Think about every season I have already carried you through. Remember the moments when you believed there was no way forward, yet somehow a door opened. Remember the times when strength appeared just when yours had almost disappeared. Those moments were not accidents. They were reminders that my hand has always been upon your life. My child, I want you to stop measuring my goodness only by visible results. Some of my greatest works begin where human eyes cannot see. I first restore the heart before I restore the circumstances. I first strengthen the spirit before I change the environment. If I only changed what was around you without healing what was inside you, the same fears would eventually return. I desire something deeper than temporary relief. I desire lasting transformation. There is a quiet confidence I am growing within you. It does not depend on perfect circumstances. It is rooted in knowing that I remain faithful whether the skies are clear or filled with storms. This confidence will become one of your greatest gifts, because it will keep you steady when everything around you seems uncertain. Others may panic, but you will remember my promises. Others may lose hope, but you will continue walking because you know I have never abandoned those who trust in me. Do not waste your energy trying to predict every possible outcome. Anxiety always wants to write tomorrow's story before tomorrow arrives. Faith waits for my voice. Faith understands that I already stand in the future while you are still walking toward it. Trust me with the chapters you have not yet read. I know every page. There are people watching your life more closely than you realize. Some are quietly searching for hope because they have almost given up. They may never tell you, but they notice how you respond when life becomes difficult. Your peace speaks louder than many words ever could. When you continue trusting me through uncertainty, you become living evidence that hope is stronger than fear. Never underestimate the influence of a life that remains anchored in my presence. Release the habit of believing that you must solve every problem immediately. There are situations where the wisest step is simply to remain still until I make the next direction clear. Waiting with me is not wasted time. Waiting with me is active trust. It is choosing to believe that my timing is wiser than your urgency. The enemy would like nothing more than to fill your mind with endless questions until you become too exhausted to recognize my voice. Do not allow that to happen. Return your thoughts to what you already know. You know that I have been faithful. You know that I have carried you through impossible moments before. You know that my love has never depended on your perfection. Hold tightly to those truths whenever uncertainty tries to surround you. There will soon be moments when the pieces begin fitting together in ways that surprise you. Conversations will happen that answer prayers. You almost stop praying. Doors will open without your striving. Understanding will arrive where confusion once ruled. When those moments come, remember that they did not begin on the day you noticed them. They began long before, while I was working quietly beyond your sight. Continue bringing every concern to me. Do not hide your fears because you think they are too small. Your heart matters to me, and I care about the burdens you face, the future you are working towards, and the loved ones you pray for. I ask you to choose gratitude, recognizing my goodness even amid uncertainty. Trust in me. I am preparing you for deeper purpose through every challenge. The losses you mourn served a purpose, paving the way for new growth and beginnings. Not everything meant to stay with you. Some things were seasonal or not aligned with your future. I see your true value, which others may overlook. Every delay and disappointment has been for a reason, shaping your character and wisdom. Your greatest days are not behind you. I am continually creating new beginnings and writing your story. You have become stronger, not just through ease, but because I supported you in tough times. Healing may come gently, often unnoticed but significant. Let go of past habits that confined you and embrace the freedom I offer. People may not always understand your growth. Follow my guidance above all else. Prepare your heart for joy. It is a gift, not something to earn. Trust me fully as I build your faith, leading you through each season. And beloved, before I close, I want to say this one final time. If this word has touched something deep in your spirit, if you feel that shift from darkness into light already beginning, this ministry carries on because people like you choose to walk alongside it. The link is in the pinned comment below this video. Your seed, no matter how small, helps this word reach the next chosen one still searching in the dark. Whatever you give is between you and God alone. If these words resonate with you, declare God is making all things new. The promise of restoration and growth continues, revealing that your waiting season has prepared you for greater blessings. Though others may seem to progress faster, your journey has not been overlooked. It has been sacred. Strength grows quietly within, shaping your heart and spirit for greater responsibilities and deeper humility. Reflect on your past reactions to disappointment. You have transformed. Many desire blessings, but few are ready to bear them. Divine timing ensures you receive what is right for you without feeling rushed. Trust in God's plan over personal abilities. Your sincere prayers are heard, and unique opportunities await. Share encouragement with others. As your story inspires strength, seek a relationship with God during ordinary moments. Release burdens and embrace healing and mercy. Transformation is often subtle. Discern wise counsel and prioritize peace over fear. Anticipate new beginnings and daily opportunities, growing in faith and gratitude, unburdened by past struggles. Remember, the journey is uniquely yours. From now on, nothing and no one can stop what is supposed to happen to you. If this word stirred something in you, if you feel that shift from waiting into receiving already beginning, I want to hear from you. Drop "My breakthrough is here" in the comments as your declaration. Let that be your echo back to heaven. And if you know someone who has been carrying the same weight, the same silent prayers, the same hidden tears, Share this message with them today. Sometimes the confirmation someone needs is not a new sign. It is the courage to finally receive what was already theirs. And do not forget to subscribe, because this is only the beginning. We are going deeper into what heaven is speaking over your life.